Mom, are you okay? I ask. On the other end of the phone, I hear quiet, muffled crying. Yes, I am okay, she says, but I can hear in her voice that she's swallowing down her tears and takes a deep breath. It just makes me very sad to hear that you are even dreaming about such things as 20 meters of this crazy expensive fabric for decoration, when I have no idea how will we afford to get a decent suit for your dad to walk you down the aisle. My ear starts to burn from the phone, and its heat washes through my whole being like a wave. Shame. For being selfish. For burdening her. But I didn't mean to. No, I didn't mean to. I just wanted to share with her how I designed my fairy-like wedding dress the other night, and my ideas about my dream wedding. The golden organza fabric that would cover the fairy lights on the church chairs by the aisle where I will walk down to meet Aaron. Mom, I don't expect you to pay for it. How could I? Why would I? I just wanted to tell you how I was telling God about all these ideas. He's my heavenly dad, right? I'm so happy. I want to involve him in my planning. I imagined how excited he must be that his princess is getting married. I know that I'm not his only daughter, but I am an only me. He dresses the flowers of the fields 1,000 ways. He cares for the sparrow. I know he cares for me. He cares about every detail of my life. Of course he's interested in this wedding. It is a wonderful thing. He led me to this point. Why would he back off now? Of course he wouldn't. And he is not restricted by money. He is not restricted by whether I deserve it or not. He is not restricted by anything. He loves me, and I love him. I am his, and he is mine. It does not cost any money to dream, and to do so without any restriction is much more fun. I can dream as far as I can stretch my imagination without costing me or anyone a penny. And then I tell Jesus all about it in great detail. He might just want to surprise me with it, just like others pick a gift from a wedding list. If I get it, that is great. If not, it's fine too. He already gave himself to me as the greatest gift ever, and then some. I get to marry the love of my life. So, what I ask from him for my wedding as a gift is my dream wedding. Isn't it exciting? Don't worry, Mom. If none of it will come to pass, I will be still the luckiest and happiest bride on earth. With that, we say our never-ending goodbyes and put down the phone. On the first week I returned to Sheffield, after my Christmas break, my classmates were all very surprised to hear that I got engaged. "We didn't know you had a boyfriend," they said. "It's because I didn't." But they were just as happy for me if I had. I kept showing around Aaron's picture to everyone I met in church, and drawing on pieces of paper and napkins my calf-length fairy wedding dress with ballerina shoes for all the girls who giggled around me. "I will have it made," I told them. One day, one of my classmates told me how his mom used to make wedding dresses. That just sparked enough excitement in me to go to his mom, Sue, in church, show her my drawings and ask her if she would be interested in making my dress, and if she could give me a quote, how much would she charge for it. She said she will think about it. "Have you tried on any wedding dresses before?" she asked. "Not really," I answered. "Would you like to go to a bridal shop in town on Saturday with me and try on a few dresses, just to see what would suit you?" "Oh yes, I would love that." So, on Saturday, not only Sue joined me, but also her husband. They thought that the shop assistants will take us more seriously if they see that we are there as a family. I was very touched by their kindness to me. I had a great time in the shop, trying on beautiful dresses and pretending that I would be interested in buying any of them, which I was not. Some of them were close to £700. Good Lord, I don't think so. Sue asked for my measurements and she got them. After the shop, they invited me for a tea in a nearby coffee shop. Then we went to a fabric shop to check out some fabric. We spent some time there touching and discussing the advantages and disadvantages of different materials. And then Sue suggested that we should buy them now that she knows my measurements. Oh dear, I thought. Well, I will get paid only in 2 weeks' time, and until then I don't really have money for it, I said honestly. But in my mind I started to panic, because although I know that I will be able to cover the price of the fabric from my wage, Sue actually did not tell me how much would she charge for making the dress. No problem, she said. It is only £34. I can get it, and you can pay for it later. Oh, are you sure? Because it is not urgent. I will get married in 8 months. We have time. Do you know how much the total will be? No, we will see. But now that we are here, we might as well get the material. The alarm goes on and on in my mind. Oh dear. Well, it would come out quite rude if I'd say now. I don't want her to buy any fabric until I know how much would she charge me. Especially after a lovely afternoon like this. Oh no. If later the quote turns out so high that I can't afford it, I can still cover the expenses of the material and tell her that unfortunately I couldn't afford it. Which still would be quite embarrassing, but at least not so rude. Whew. Oh Lord. Okay, let's roll with this. The following next few weeks, she started to work on the dress, and although I tried to ask as politely but sincerely as possible for the quote, I did not get a clear answer. She even said that I should pay for the material cost when she finished with the dress, in case she needs to get some more. I tried to inquire till a point where I decided I won't push the matter any further. If I will need to, I will pay for the dress in installments as long as it takes. The great part was that after coming back from the Christmas holidays, I got myself a dependable cleaning part-time job in the church's nursery. Week after week, the kids were watching Disney's Cinderella while I was sweeping the nursery floor, cleaning the mini toilets and vacuuming carpet. I could not help but sing along with the cartoon and telling the kids that I am like Cinderella, working hard, but I too will have my beautiful ball dress I will wear for my Prince Charming. Things slowly started to come together. I saved what I could, which was barely nothing, and every 2 weeks I was very excited to buy a box of pink fake rose petals from the pawn shop. I would store all 5 of them up on my shelf and sometimes open them and throw around a few handful in my room, imagine how my bridesmaids will do the same. The next thing on my list to buy was my shoes. They were a very popular kind of flat pair of pumps, only £15, but they will take a few weeks of saving. Only I didn't need to, because a friend of mine, Jenny from church, one day just brought them to me in a beautiful white box. "It is my wedding present to you," she said, and hugged me. I received my Marks & Spencer's necklace the same way from another person. On top of that, I found a perfect suit for Aaron in a charity shop for a £5. When my dress was ready, Sue finally revealed that I only need to pay the cost of the material. That's right, £36. It was her wedding gift to me. I could not believe it. Finally, having a little money still in my pocket, I decided I will try to get my hands on some golden organza fabric. The first time I saw it, I was at my church's annual women's conference. They used the fabric to decorate the venue for the occasion. I knew they still had it, and lots of it. I worked up my courage and went to Siobhan, who was my mentor at the school and who was very much involved in the running of the conference. "Siobhan, Can I ask you something about the golden material we used for the conference? I wonder if you would consider selling some of it to me. I would use it for my wedding decoration. How much would you need? She asked. But by now I knew better. Well, it depends how much it costs, I said confidently. But how much do you need? She asked again. Well, there walks confidence out of the door. I really don't understand. Why is it so difficult to understand if someone is trying to get a quote so that I could have some sort of measure to base my answers on? I think to myself. I'm on a budget. I just tried to see how much I could get for it, I say with a now burning face. I see. But how much do you want? Well, she clearly wants to know. To say that I feel a bit uncomfortable now is an understatement, because my budget is really ridiculously low, and I know I will need to reveal it in any moment. I take a deep breath. Oh Jesus, I think. It could be worse. Let's just get on with it. How much do I need? I think to myself. 20 meters. How much do I want? 30 meters. I would want 30 meters, I said finally. I can't believe it myself, but yes, I just did say 30 meters. She pauses for 1/10 of a second, but to me it seems an eternity. Oh, let's just get this over with. That's okay, she says. You can have it. Right, here we go. Well, I mean, it's how much I would want, but I don't have that much money. No, that's okay. You can have it. She cuts me off. You can go and take it. 30 meters. Are you serious? I ask at the highest possible note I can manage to speak on. She nods. I jump in the air and then I jump on her and give her a great hug. Yes, go and take it. Take it as our wedding present to you. Have a happy day. And I did. As it turned out, I've been given a dream wedding as a wedding present.